What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and welcome back once again to another draft mode. And I am joined today once again with the ever awesome Mr. Toxic Lemon. Jordan, welcome back. Thank you very much.
Duh, comrade. Thanks for having me. I can't keep that up. No.
I was going to say you're going full on Russia mode, which is very apt for this draft mode that we're doing because, well, as of right now, we have two great summer international tournaments going on. We have the Copa America taking place in America, and we have the European Championships taking place in
Europe,
but France, but still Europe.
Yeah, Europe.
But the whole reasoning behind this draft is, well, I'm an American. I've been following the Copa America a lot, and Jordan, you've been following the European Champions a lot, have you?
Yes.
So I had a thought of, let's have a draft mode where it's Copa America versus European Championship squad. I can only pick players from one of the 16 nations in the Copa America, and Jordan has to pick anybody from the 24 European Championship team. Actually, it doesn't have to be in the team. It can just be in the nation that is being represented by the tournament.
I'm going to put a little twist on it, though. And I'm going to pick, because we need a squad of 18, I'm going to take one player from each of the three nationalities from each group, if that makes sense. So one player, for example, from Group A, one player from France, one player from Switzerland, one player from Albania, for example.
And then to make it challenging for me, I can only institute a 2-player limit on any nation on my side. So I can have I can use all 16 nations if I want, but at the very least, I have to have 9 nations represented on my squad. And it's going to be a very interesting challenge, very nice international challenge.
I bet you it'll be fun. At least for me. If not for the viewers, at least for me. I'll have fun.
Oh, yeah, I mean, every time we do draft mode, it's always fun. For better or for poor, everyone has a good time. And I'm going to say this right now, disclaimer. We are not picking Messi or Ronaldo. I'm sorry, viewers, it's just not happening. We are not wasting 25% of our budget on these players.
And frankly, I can't pick a player who gets angry when he can't score past Iceland.
All right. Want to just get right into it then?
Oh, absolutely. We're diving in, deep end.
All right, and first pick on the block is going to be the Old Country squad.
I am a tactical genius who operates in both. I'm like Leicester on the counter-attack. I've got speed, but I've also got defensive capability. So if you question my picks, I will defend myself with great confidence and intellect. Yes. I'm going to use big words to make myself seem smart, clearly. That's my plan. I'll be like, look, Griezmann, trequartista.
Ceci n'est pas un trequartista.
Oui. I'm going to pick a favorite of a FIFA YouTuber. I'm going to pick Andre Pierre Gignac Le Big Mac.
I'm going to go back first, and I'm going to take the best goalkeeper out there, and I'm picking Claudio Bravo.
I just want to point out, though, I like to refer to Gignac as the less gorgeous Giroud. Because we all agree Giroud he's a handsome bloke.
He may be less handsome, but he scores a lot better than Giroud. Let's be honest here. Giroud, not really consistent.
I would agree.
All right, for my second pick, I'm going to go center back, and I'm going Brazil. It is not David Luiz. It's not Thiago Silva. It is Marquinhos. Same team, though.
Very good pick. Wonder Kid. I'm going to pick a player who has recently packed up his bags and hopped ship to England. But I was going to make some sort of neutral joke because he's Swiss. But it is the one and only. His name is a rock. His defensive ability, also a rock. Granit Xhaka.
Ooh, good pick. Very good pick.
And only 13 million. Right. Now, do I go Romania? Although they've had a good competition. But the one Romanian player I could think of that I'd want to use is Maxim. But he's not been taken. So I think I'm going to go Albania. I'm going to pick the top 3 of the Group A. Call me a madman. I'm taking the Xhaka brothers. I'm doing it. They may be in different nationalities, but they're brothers. So they've got that chemistry there already.
And I picked Toulon Xhaka last time out, and I know how good he is. So yeah, it's a very good pick from you.
Gonna get confusing. I have them both on the pitch at the same time. Xhaka, back to Xhaka. Controlling the ball well here, Xhaka.
Very Xhaka. Frere Xhaka.
Oh, damn. I'm again, no. That was bad.
You're welcome. Anyway, I'm going back to the midfield. In fact, he's also a defensive mid as well. He's Chilean. One of the 2 Chileans that I can pick. Gary Medel. I actually had the privilege of seeing this guy play live when he was at Soldier Field. Chile versus Colombia in the semifinals.
Wasn't great in the Prem for Cardiff, though, admittedly. Although he was one of their better players. I mean, ultimately got the move to Inter, so couldn't be too bad.
My next pick is going to be a striker/winger. Though I'm probably going to play him more on the wing. He's Ecuadorian. A surprisingly good player for West Ham. Enner Valencia.
Good pick. I mean, Ecuador, not too many well-known players, I don't believe. I might be wrong.
Both Valencias, Enner and Antonio.
I was thinking Antonio Valencia, but I was at the same time I thought he might have been Venezuelan, but I'm pretty sure I'm thinking of Rondon. Also, well, I'm going to go to a country that has performed with spirit, and I feel like to beat you, we're going to need great team commitment and spirit. Even though he hasn't played a single minute, and I don't think he's been taken, Ben Davis.
Sure, why not?
I could have gone Neil Taylor, a hero, but I also, this is it, the big one, England. I need to take the best player, the player of the tournament for England so far, Raheem Sterling. No, never doing that. Fuck that. I'm gonna go with someone who I was gonna say is ever reliable, but he's not in real life. But on the draft, yeah, Joe Hart. Why not? Not a good keeper.
I mean, he's one of the best keepers out there in the world. So why not go pick him up? I mean, yeah, him and Manuel Neuer can duke it out, saying who's the best goalkeeper in the world.
I think there's others up there that might beat him to it. Who I don't know. There's probably some.
All right, I'm going with my first Argentinian of my pick. He did surprisingly well for Everton this last season and has been one of the better defenders in the tournament.
Funes Mori.
What's the story? Funes Mori. He is getting in the van. Only $9.25 million. Not that bad.
He's got some very good defensive stats because I've scouted him many times on my Derby save, but he lacks a bit of well-roundedness in my opinion. But his core defensive stats are ridiculously good. I have to go. It's not my pick. Rip.
Yeah, I'm picking my second one, and I'm gonna go with a striker. At least I'm thinking about going with a striker. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a little bit of a reach, especially for his value, but I'm going to go with Solomon Rondon from Venezuela.
Big man, well-rounded. Now, we are called the old country men, and obviously based on Soviet Russia, duh. I feel like we need to get the Russian national anthem, in my head at least, it's playing, when we pick Alan Duzguev.
Say that again.
Alan Duzguev. A quality player who was robbed of a spot at the Euros due to injury.
Injury was what hindered his performance, and that's pretty sad, to be quite honest with you, because he would have been a standout player for the team.
I think Away Days, shout out to Away Days, great YouTube channel, check it out. He put a great tweet out. It was Duzguev is to Russia what Hamsik is to Slovakia. And everyone was talking about Hamsik and how good he was. Which actually reminds me, I've left out Marek Hamsik. Oh, world champions then, Germany. I feel like I have to go big. This is my big pick here. This has to be a game changer. And I think I'm going for another player robbed of a spot at the Euros, and it's Captain Glass Ankles, Marco Reus.
Yeah, to be quite honest with you, I would have loved to have seen him at the Euros this year just because he is a difference maker. He's a game changer. Absolutely.
He is just such a great player. And then they wouldn't have to play Mario Götze or Mesut Ozil on the wing. Which actually I think it's been Ozil with a Götze up front with Muller on the wing, which to me is like what are you doing right now?
Overpowered.
Clearly.
All right, so we're getting right back into it. I need to strengthen my back line. I'm going with a Costa Rican here. He's done okay as a backup to Leighton Baines. Brian Oviedo, get in the club.
I think that's a bit of Everton bias there.
A little bit. Just a little bit. I need to get that teamwork up. Oh, wait, Matt, this isn't FIFA. We're going to continue spending a lot, and I'm going with Martin Cáceres from Uruguay.
That's a really good pick. He's a free transfer, I believe, at the moment. His contract at Juve expired. But yeah, Gendo? I have a dream of a united Europe, and that is what my team is. We're like the EU, but not talking about politics because Gendo told me not to. So moving swiftly on from my dream, Yeah, I think this is Oh, it's expensive though, but might be worth it. We're gonna get Poland done, and pick another Dortmund player, Lucas Piszczek.
Ooh, swerve.
The temptation was to go Krychowiak, and maybe potentially I could do his Milk.
Yeah,
which
Milik.
I know is Milik, but it's Milk.
Okay.
It's always Milk. Because then if he scores, you just go got Milk, and it's great. And you know what? Logic says go Ukraine. My heart says Northern Ireland. They've won me over. And do I pick the man who is potentially burning to death as we speak? No, because he's not on the game. No Will Grigg. I'm sorry, lads. FM doesn't like fun.
Wow.
That's right, Miles. You don't like fun. Also, I've just noticed your picture is the Springfield tyre fire.
Yes, it is.
I only just noticed that. That is 10 out of 10. I rate that. You know what? Backup striker. Oh, dear. What could the matter be? Brian, Gendo, loves Kyle Lafferty.
I thought you were going with Juan Mata there for a second.
I've picked Kyle Lafferty just because I remember that song.
Fair play. That's a very interesting song, not gonna lie.
Just closed my my list of...
do I cancel Brazil out right now with a really bad joke?
Gotta bring the comedy, Gendo, come on.
I'm gonna cancel it out in my second pick, but my first pick, we're going with Mexican, first foray into Mexico. He moved to PSG, and to be quite honest with you, or not PSG, PSV, from Valencia last season, and in a surprising pick, and he's done very well for him. It's Andres Guardado. Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's Fred!
Oh, no!
Fred is rounding out my Brazilian picks.
I'm going to shout out to the homeboy cappers. You know what? Black and blue hype. Ivan Perisic.
Ooh.
Why not? I was really wanted to go Rakitic because he's been incredible in this Euros. But I thought I've already got Duzgrev to play that attacking midfielder role. If I use an attacking midfielder. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Not giving any tactics away.
Say no more.
Spain. That's a country. The Spanish. Oh, so expensive, Spain. Why?
It's problem. It's big problem.
It is. There shall be no tapas at this rate. Which is like, I don't know any other Spanish things. I mean, Armada. Fuck it. You know what? If in doubt, spend all of your money. No, I'm not. I picked PK last time and he let me down. I can't bring myself to do it. He's not even in the squad. Danny Pereiro. Why not?
We're going to actually break into the USA squad this time, and we're going to go with...
USA.
We're actually going to round out USA in 2 consecutive picks, and both of them are going to be midfielders.
Okay, Michael Bradley.
Michael Bradley is going to be pick number 2, but the first one will be Jermaine Jones.
Ooh, I've had experience with him. I did a New England save, which we don't talk about anymore. I'm going to go for a man I'm not even sure has been called up. I'm almost certain he has. Now, my heart says go Oguzhan Ozyakup from Turkey.
Okay.
But I need a centre-back, so I think he's been called up, but I very much am probably wrong. Allegedly, he's been called up. Allegedly. Omer Toprak from Leverkusen.
Okay, never heard of him.
Never heard of him. Really?
Honestly.
Let's go to Italia. Oh, I want you, but I think I'm going to go for like the cheapest option at the back as well. Just get my centre back sorted now, so I'm not panicking. But I'm going to pick a player that I've got in my fantasy team for the Euros and has served me well so far. Andrea Barzagli. I've spent 26 million on him.
Ooh, that's a good defender. Ooh, that's a great pick.
It was expensive though.
Yeah, 26 million. That hurts. I need attacking mids. I need to fill out my attacking mid role at this point. Attacking mid. And who do I go with that? Did I cross off Mexico already? I did not. You know what? Yeah, we're going to go with this. We're going to go with Jesus Corona. He is from Porto, and he rounds out Mexico for me. All right, I'm going to round out Argentina, and you're probably not going to like who I'm going to pick. It's not Messi. It's not Suarez.
Aguero!
It's not Aguero.
Suarez is Uruguayan, mate.
Oh, correct.
But no.
I was thinking Barcelona. I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. But a good attacking mid specialist for the Spurs, it's Eric Lamela.
I'm going centre-back overload here. And I'm taking a player who admitted he played Football Manager. He's a backup in the Belgian team. Christian Kabasele. Because he's only 2 million.
He's a defender, but he's got better attacking stats than defense stats. Go figure that one.
That doesn't matter, right? He's just going to sit on the bench and play Football Manager and continue his Spurs save, so it's fine.
There you go. Fair enough.
Right, now we got to go Republic of Ireland. Shout out to my homies. So we got to get an Irishman. Sorry, Sweden. I love you. Great country, but I'd only pick Zlatan. And let's go. I've got to go him. Derby player. Star for Ireland so far. Jeffrey Hendrick.
All right, so I feel like I'm all set with my midfielders. I need a striker, and I need a new goalkeeper. And you know what? There is actually a decent goalkeeper out there. But the guy I'm talking about is Keylor Navas from Real Madrid. Costa Rican, and that rounds out Costa Rica for me.
That is a really good pick. We're talking about best keepers in the world. One of them.
Yes.
In my opinion.
I mean, between Claudio Bravo and Keylor Navas, out of the Copa America, probably the two best goalkeepers in the tournament. All right, and this next pick, I made a couple of Benji picks in the last draft. I'm going to have to make a Benji pick in this draft. You all know him by his nickname, Jason Derulo. It's Jason Marullo. You know what?
Your name will take a player whose name is close to pizza, which in itself is worthy of a draft selection. Pizzi.
Pizzi. Eatsy. Okay.
Yep. Let's go for Austria. Yes, they've got good players. Julian Baumgartlinger. Oh, the temptation. Oh, the temptation's there. The temptation is strong with this one.
But will you give in to temptation?
I think I picked this player before in a draft against you, Gendo, but it might not have been the one we did last time. Marko Arnautovic.
Arnautovic? No, not last time. That would have been on
Twitch. That would have been your live stream, yeah.
Yeah, not my live stream. That would have been in, I don't know, Kiza's or Mike Man WBA's.
I think it was Mike Man's, yeah.
All right, now we're getting down to it. I got 2 more picks, and I have 21 million pounds to deal with, and I need a striker. We're going to go with a Colombian. This will round out Colombia. Duvon Zapata. Never heard of you. You're from Napoli, but you're coming into the club. So I have 8.5 to go after one final player.
I still think you should pick Wes Morgan. He won a Premier League title.
Wes Morgan is slow as molasses. I'm not going with him. I have enough defensive players as it is. Actually, you know what? I may go with a defensive player anyway, but it's not Wes Morgan.
Oh, come on. Give Wesley his moment.
It's not Wes Morgan.
Big Wes. We want big... Get it hashtag. Hashtag we want big Wes.
All right, we're going to go with my one and only Peruvian player, Mario Gomez, left back.
Aww.
You're strictly going to be a defender.
I wanted to, but it's not the right Mario Gomez to go cha-cha. I'm going to finish with a Hungarian striker, just because, it's Hungary or Iceland, and I couldn't afford Finn Vergassen. Nemanja Nikolic.
Well, I felt okay with these players. Some better than others. But it all comes down to how you play them.
Exactly. I feel like we've all got match winners there. It's just who can get the best out of them.
And with that, we're going to create ourselves some tactics, and then we're going to go head-to-head and see who comes out on top. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. It's a 4-2-3-1 versus a 4-3-3 or a 4-5-1, however you look at it. It's attack versus counter-attack.
I really wish I didn't name this tactic control. It might tell you what mentality I'm starting on. Or will it?
The one thing I know I'm going to do is I'm just going to clatter the hell out of Gignac just so you're forced to sub him off early. Nah, I'm not that cruel. I mean, not like you were trying to clatter my goalkeeper last game because I only had one and I forgot to pick up a spare.
I would never do such a thing. I am ready.
Are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
All right, viewers, I hope you're ready because I'm pretty sure this is going to be a barn burner. Let us play this match out. I am going to be in the blue because I'm the home team. And, or am I the white? No, I'm the white. Okay. I'm looking at the 2D view, the top-down.
Yeah.
So we are the white. The Tire Fire are the white, and the No Country for Old Men are in the blue.
But not No Country for Old Men, please.
Old Country for No Men. Okay, there we go.
Wow, Rondon in my face pack looks fat. He looked like he'd been hanging out with Brazilian Ronaldo for a bit too long.
Fat Ronaldo got to fit Ronaldo just a little bit ago. I mean, like a couple years ago.
He sort of chubby Ronaldo. What are we talking about?
We're passing the time because it's been 15 minutes and nothing.
Nothing has happened.
Absolutely nothing.
Enthralling stuff, but here we go. Konjaka.
Get the ball, Lamella.
That's Barzagli. Such a cool, composed head at the back.
Lamella, though,
Until he uses
easily
the ball like an idiot.
Easily winning the ball. Fred running down the channel to enter Valencia, who crosses it in for some dumb reason. It's going over the line for an own goal, and I don't understand what exactly happened. Eric Lamella with the softest of touches, and the ball just rolls over the line. What was your keeper doing?
Didn't this happen last time?
It did, but your guy helped it over the line. It didn't just roll over.
What is that bullshit, Mike? What?
This is going to be a thing now. Every time we play, you're going to have a bullshit goal scored against you. Oh, Gary Medell. Gary Medell's gone. I mean, that's a 2-footer.
They're so aggressive, unnecessary. And I told you he was unreliable, I think, maybe.
No, you told me Jermaine Jones was more unreliable, but still, Gary Medell, a hothead. A big old hothead. I'm going to have to drop Lamella back.
One too many chili heat wave Doritos. Gone straight to his head.
All right, well, I got the 1-0 advantage, but you have the one-man advantage. This is not going to be good.
That is true, but I also am terrible at drafts and never win. So, I've won one, and that's because Killer Kizza played an idiot formation. Another name drop.
All right, so we're coming up to halftime. Nothing else has happened since that red card, but I feel like it's going to take more of a toll on my players than it is yours.
Exactly. We've got to try and make that extra man count now. If I had to describe this team talk in 5 words, it would go, it went bad, Brian. Really.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
It went really bad. 2 players had looked to gain confidence, and 5 or 6 players looked to switch off. Wonderful.
Everybody in the dressing room was like, "The fuck is this guy talking about?"
Yeah. Oh, red card as well.
No.
Damn it. Oh, no.
Free kick. Lamella to Marquinhos, who's playing way too far up. Out to Caceres on the right to Enner Valencia. Oh, what a save.
Joe Hart. Well held. Well, not held, but
I gotta say, my front 3 are looking the worse for wear. Everybody that's sitting behind defensively and in the midfield, the better players. Oh, Rondon!
My
hitting
heart
the
just
woodwork.
Sank. No, don't like that. No, don't ever do that again. Stop it.
He didn't respect
Rondon,
the equipment.
Please. Oh, for fuck's sake. Your sly reference hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry? Question mark.
Respect my feelings.
Respect my lead. And respect my authority.
Wow. All right, Cartman. We'll hope that. But the manager lacked credibility. Fuck off. Your name's close to pizza. Idiot.
I know my way around a pizza. I demand respect.
If he was Italian, I'd maybe forgive him. But not Portuguese.
Nope.
What kind of food are the Portuguese known for? I legit don't know. It'd be something weird that I've never heard of, most likely. And I can't be asked to Google. Go on top, right? There we go. We've won the ball back. This is where we spring on. Leicester style. Lightning counters.
Yeah, but Marquinhos, with his pace, is easily picking that ball up.
That is true.
You think he's got like a 15 or 16 for pace. He is a quick son.
You're going to turn this directly from defense to attack and score the winner.
Enter Valencia, cutting inside, taking a shot, but was that a save? Or was that a deflection? No, it was a miss.
Wide.
Oh, he was the only man there, so he thought he'd have a go.
No camaraderie in your camp.
There are 11 strangers, well now 10 strangers on the pitch wearing the same shirt.
They're all wandering around the tyre fire, wondering why are all the tyres on fire? Isn't this polluting the environment? They've all got pressing concerns, Brian. So can you? I mean, if I had Matuidi, he'd go up front again. Alas, I don't. So, what this?
That was such a weird. For those of you who didn't see last episode, go take a look near the end of the match and see the formation that he played.
It was nothing short of
majestic.
Wow, yeah.
It was hashtag scenes, I'll give you that. But not for any of the right reasons. 10 minutes left.
If you're gonna win off that fucking bullshit, this is not even funny. This is some mild shenanigans. If I was editing this video, a big picture of Miles Jacobson's face would be coming on the screen right now with trollololol in the background. It'd be doing flips and shit. Because it is Miles Jacobson 1, Toxic Lemon 0 right now.
I mean, you can make those claims all you want, but Miles Jacobson is not the one sitting in front of the camera right now. And that is how it ends. 1-0 to the Tire Fire with a very Tire Fiery goal at that.
Right, Miles Jacobson, you say it's not his fault. He's responsible for overseeing that stupid animation is put into his game. I call bullshit. Cole Pilkington-esque bullshit. Not good. I've lost to a player with... Fred was man of the match. Fred!
Hey, it's Fred!
Do you got it out of your system?
Damn it.
I can't, to be honest with you, I do feel sorry for you. I honestly did not expect that goal to go in for 1. And for 2, going down to 10 men, I thought for sure you would have had something that you would have been able to take control of the match and at least get a goal.
Like, the thing I feel like I feel like I'm not the only loser here. I think the audience lost today because that match was fucking dreadful.
Yeah, this
That was
1-0. 1-0 with like 5 highlights in it. Hi, thanks for watching. We're sorry.
For more exhilarating content, subscribe to Brian Gendo.
Wow.
Or Gendo FM.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. Next draft, we got to do something better, and we got to hope that there is a little better action in this. I mean, yes, it was nice to get the win, but I feel like it was a dirty win. It was a tainted win.
That you can't be taking that. That is that's like in wrestling when like, you know, there's like
that's putting my feet up on the ropes to get the 3 count.
Or when the referee gets distracted and Miles Jacobson runs down and hits me over the head with a chair. That's what he's done.
We got to get a rematch soon on this then.
I feel like a modern day version of CM Punk. I feel like I need to drop a pipe bomb. And you're John Cena. You're the franchise. Miles is John Cena. We've got it covered. He's the franchise player. Oh, I'm coming to take your WWE Championship. Well, your SI Championship, Miles, or FM Championship. Who knows what it'll be called. I feel like someone's going to make this on, like, WWE, the game. Someone's going to be like... Someone's going to create Toxic Lemon versus Miles Jacobson. And if you do, tweet me. Link in the description to my Twitter. Plug. So is my YouTube.
Plug, etc., etc. All right, I think it's time to wrap up this video. Once again, Jordan, thank you very much for stopping by. And like I said, we do need to get a rematch. And if we do get a rematch, it's going to be on your channel for sure. Link in the description below. See, I could do it as well. Also, all my details, Twitter, and, well, YouTube. You're on my YouTube channel already. But that's in the details below. But as always, this is Gendo. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.
Bye.
And peace out.